Hello guys, I was gonna say good morning, but knowing me, it's gonna be sometime in July next year before I actually get around to editing this. Today is a snow day. I was gonna say I'm sorry if my makeup's a bit dishevelled. My hair is dishevelled, my jumper is slightly wet, my makeup's dishevelled, everything's just kind of falling apart today. Well, we'll just go with it. I've also only had 3 hours sleep. Last night I didn't get to bed until 4 because I was really excited about the snow. I turn into a 2-year-old when the snow comes. Since I'm up and I already have makeup on, I've been planning to film this video for you for ages. I just haven't got round to it, quite frankly, because it just seems a waste to put makeup on and then sit in the house. Today we're going to talk about unpopular travel opinions. I've been seeing loads of these around online at the moment, not like unpopular opinion videos, but just opinions on travel that I don't agree with. I thought we would have a look at some of my kind of favourite / the ones I disagree with most today. I have quite a few, so if you enjoy this, let me know. I might do a part 2 because otherwise I'm going to be talking to you for hours. London is overrated. I found this on Reddit and there was loads of people agreeing as well, and there was loads of people upvoted it. I know an upvote is meant to be, yes, this comment adds to the discussion, but really people just use it to agree. I think it had 270 or something. London is not overrated. You are just going to the wrong places, quite frankly. I love London. Obviously, I live in Bristol, so I'm about an hour and 20 minutes on the train from London. I love it. I never run out of things to do. I just don't understand how you can think London's overrated. I suppose if you go to things like Big Ben, and obviously it's all in scaffolding at the moment, you go to the London Eye and there's huge queues, you go to Madame Tussauds and you're queuing around the corner. I can understand that because all of the you should do this in London things are kind of overrated, I'll give you that. You need to be looking in different places. One of the things I do when I'm travelling is I will go onto Instagram and kind of just scroll through the location tag and see what there is to do. So one of my favourite things, I love going to Borough Market. I don't even buy things most of the time. You can get an affordable lunch there, it's pretty good. But I don't usually buy anything there. But it's under the railway arches. I don't know if it is the railway arches, but it's under this bridge and it's really cool, and then they built a greenhouse on the front. It's amazing. And places if you go to Camden, it's so packed. I don't even know why you would go. It's so full that I did actually go once because everybody had talked about it. I'd heard so much, I was I need to see this. I got out of the tube, walked to the top, turned right and hit a queue. Literally a wall of people. And I was just why? It's just a market, I don't understand. And there are so many other markets that you can go to. If there's something particular you're interested in, then have a look online. There is probably a market for it. One of my favourite places, which I know is kind of overrated. It's definitely overhyped and I thought it'd be really busy. But Portobello Road Market on a weekday, there is just nobody there. It is amazing. So if you're looking for a hyped up market to go to, then I go to that one. Also things going up the Shard, it's really expensive. You get to the top, it's just a view. I can't think what the tower's called, I'll put it in here somewhere. But it's something £3 to go up to the top of this tower, and it's right by Trafalgar Square. You get a really good view, and it doesn't cost you £30 odd. If you ever go up the Shard, then go to the restaurant and buy a glass of wine. Don't pay £30 to go and just stand in a room at the top. It's 2 floors down and it's way cheaper. Next unpopular opinion. You can't travel if you don't fly. Considering that I've been a travel blogger for I've had my blog for 3 years, but I've been travelling since October 2017. I haven't got on a plane yet. I do plan to this year, but I haven't yet. I would say I'm doing pretty well. I've ticked off a fair few countries. I went to World Travel Market, which is a trade show for people in the travel industry, media, buyers, marketing companies, things like that. And they were how can you call yourself a travel blogger? You don't fly. You can still travel other ways. Obviously, if you live in the UK or somewhere around Europe, then you can get a train. You can get the Eurostar from London to Paris, Amsterdam, wherever. You can get trains ahead from there. If you live in Europe, there's trains all over. there are boats, like not just cruise ships, but there are ferries. You can also go on a cruise ship. There are, road trips. There are so many other ways that you can travel that don't involve a plane. I just don't understand this opinion. It's just so small-minded. That brings me on to my next topic actually, where somebody said, I think this one came from Facebook, and somebody said that travelling in your own country isn't really travelling, which I'm sorry, but you're wrong. I know it's an opinion, but you're still wrong. You can, and obviously for living in the UK, do you want to call Wales a different country than like Scotland? That snow is getting really bad. If you wonder what the rumbling is, I don't know. Specifically, just looking at England, so we leave off the awkward bits. Just travelling in England, obviously I live like 8 miles north of Bristol, so I can travel into Bristol. I've got a big city. You can travel into London, people go to London for the weekend. If you go up north, you've got like the Lake District, Cumbria. If you keep going, you can go to like Newcastle and places like that. And specifically around here, there's the Cotswolds, there's like all these cute little villages, there's Oxford that, people come from all over the world to see Oxford. How is that not travelling? I feel like I should look up the definition of travelling, but in my mind, travelling is going to see a new place. Not even new, but going to see somewhere that isn't your home. And okay, England is my home, the UK is my home, but there are so many places that you can see in the UK that you don't need to, book a fancy holiday, or go on a plane, go on a cruise ship to go and see different places, because just in your own country there are so many kind of different settings, cities, countryside, nature reserves, things like that, and there are so many different ways of living. I don't understand this one. My last one is single travellers are bitter and have no friends. I also found this on Reddit. I feel like Reddit is the place that you can be anonymous, so you can be as rude as you like, which, it's fine, but I don't agree with this. I don't think I'm bitter, and my phone is going off as we speak, so I clearly have friends. For me, I just like travelling on my own because you get to speak to other people and you get to kind of explore things in a different way. So when I go on a cruise ship with mum and dad, I'm there well, I want to do this, what would you like to do? And we'll make a compromise and we'll sit down and we'll stop and have lunch and things like that. Whereas me, I tend to walk miles, grab something on the go. I always find that travelling on your own, you experience something differently. So for an example, 2017, I went to Lisbon with mum and dad, and we did an open top bus, and we kind of did things that way because obviously mum and dad can't walk as far. And then last year, 2018, I went to Lisbon and I was on my own, and it was amazing. I walked from the ship, I walked up the tourist street, which everybody goes, oh, you'll get mugged there, don't go up that street. And then I kind of ended up wandering into the side streets, and I found, again, I don't know what it's called, I'll insert it here, but I found this tower that's, I think it's like a lift or something. I didn't have enough time to go up it. Designed by the same guy that designed the Eiffel Tower, obviously, Monsieur Eiffel. And I never knew that existed, and it's not something that I'd found last year because I was with my parents, I was just doing the tour bus, whereas because I was on my own, I was able to experience things differently. So no, I'm not bitter as a solo traveller, I do have friends, but you just get to experience things in a different way when you're on your own. And to me, that makes it worth going on your own as well. You get to talk to other people. Whenever I'm travelling on my own, I always end up making friends, especially on cruise ships, because everyone talks to each other. They're like, are you on your own? And you say yes, and then they kind of adopt you. So I don't agree with solo travellers are bitter and have no friends, because I'm not bitter and I do have friends. I just like travelling on my own. I'm going to leave this here as kind of a part 1. Let me know if you enjoyed this and you want to see a part 2, because I've been kind of planning this video in my mind for a couple of weeks, so I have a huge list on my phone of different unpopular opinions that I've discovered on my travels across the internet. If you're interested in a part 2, let me know. If you have an unpopular opinion, let me know in the comments or on any of my social medias that will also be linked in the description down below. And if you enjoyed this video, then please like and subscribe. I hit 300 subscribers the other day and I'm so excited. It's so nice to kind of have my YouTube channel back and have time to work on it. If you haven't already seen my 2017 cruise ship vlogs, then I will also link that somewhere. Thank you for watching. Bye!